Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for January 2020. My name is Linda. I'm using the Aquarian Tarot for this reading. I just got it. This is going to be my second reading using it. So tune in with me please while I'm shuffling. Connect to your higher self and to your guides. Ask that they make a connection with my higher self and guides so that we can create a feedback loop. That way the messages that come through here today will be tailored for you. I'd like to ask also that you please don't multitask while you're watching this reading. I want to make sure that you make the most out of your time here with me and you don't miss any of the really important and pertinent messages that your guides wish to pass along to you. So you may want to put some headphones in so you can really pay attention. Send your energy into the deck and let's take a look. Nine of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Interesting spread. There's a lot of cups in your spread. As I mentioned, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck here. There is also Three of Cups, Eight of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups crossing, Seven of Cups, and Two of Cups. Okay, give me a second here to tune in. From the major arcana, what we have in this reading is Temperance at the foundation of the reading and the Empress beside it. And then there's the Magician in reverse as the crowning card of this reading. So, my first impressions on these cards are that you may be coming into this situation that you're in right now in this current time, having successfully completed something. So you may be feeling quite confident, quite victorious, and you may be actually... What I feel here is that you might be actually approaching someone with an offer of love, and you may be feeling like it's very aligned and it's very obvious that it's going to proceed forward in the way that you perceive as being a logical next step. But I feel what this reading is saying here is that there are some influences at play that you're not aware of. I think the person that you might be dealing with is simply unavailable. That's the main thing I'm getting here, because you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse at the center of the reading, crossed by the Knight of Cups also in reverse. So it's like the person that you're coming towards with this Six of Pentacles, see how confident and feeling good about yourself you are. You're coming towards this person, but they may not actually be in a position where they can actually be receptive to you for whatever reasons, and we could get into that a little bit here with these other cards. So while you are presenting this offer, it may not actually be able to be received, even if the person may seem like they are open to you and that there is maybe there's already some ongoing communication. What I feel is here, and down here in this bottom, these two quadrants of the reading, we have Nine of Pentacles reversed with the Three of Cups. This is your area and this is your environment. Empress upright with Eight of Cups in reverse. So what I feel from these parts of the reading is that there's another person involved in this reading that is still active in this person's life, and it may be that they still have some unfinished business with them. So while you feel ready, and even the other person may be expressing readiness, there is another person involved whose part of the equation still needs to be reconciled. And that brings me to the Temperance card here at the foundation of the reading. So there's some balancing out of energies that still needs to happen. This Empress here is kind of describing that, again, part of the Six of Wands, and these two cards kind of feel like they go together. Like this feels like you, even though this quadrant is yours. This feels like you're feeling very confident, very fertile, very abundant, very sensual, very ready. And yet the other person may not feel that same frequency of confidence in themselves, because they still have something to deal with that is a little bit challenging and requires very delicate and very sensitive approach in communication and in energy. Now, what else is here? There's 2 twos in your reading, both upright. I'll go here first. This is the hopes and fears quadrant. We have 2 of cups and 7 of cups, both upright. Again, this is saying like you're ready to make this offer. You are ready to kind of meet this person eye to eye in an equal way and approach them with like open-hearted, genuine offer of love. But there's also still with this 3 of cups, 8 of cups, 7 of cups. This 7 of cups is saying in the hopes and fears quadrant that you may be afraid that this other person has some distractions, is unsure, unclear within themselves. Maybe they're confused. It could also be that maybe some of that confusion could potentially also be affecting you by proxy, that you might, even though you're coming into this reading feeling really confident and sure about what you have to offer and your authenticity and your genuine approach, there's still some, and again, I feel like it's related to this other person that's part of the equation that actually isn't necessarily someone that you interact with directly, but this person is somehow affecting the energy that's happening. So there could be some confusion, there could be a little bit of delusion also, there could be some, there could be that there's actually multiple offers to this person, and you may also not be aware about that. There might be another person that's not necessarily this 3 of cups person, but someone else. Could even be this empress. This empress could be another person, it may not be you. So the feeling I'm getting is that there's some like sifting through that's happening that you may not be privy to, that the person that you're dealing with is approaching on their own, and that may be bringing them some lack of clarity or confusion or overwhelm. They may have a lot of options that they have to sort through and choose. And then the 2 of swords here in the outcome position, along with this page of wands upright with the 4 of wands reversed. So these 3 cards here, I'll get to the magician in a second, but these 3 cards here kind of feel to me like you may have to just kind of maintain a position of quiet detachment. And while it feels like, you know, in all the realness of a spiritual seeker, you may understand like law of attraction, understand principles such as manifestation, but you may be reaching a point here where you feel like the energy that you're pulsing into the universe of your intention is reaching a point where there is a kind of one second. It's kind of a crossroads. It's not exactly a stalemate energy where like things aren't moving forward. It's just a point here where there's like a kind of a decision needs to be made, but somehow you are not able to influence that decision. You must maintain a kind of detached and slightly withdrawn approach to this person at this point, because as much as you might want to influence them, that will not have a beneficial outcome for you in the long run. Even if you feel like you can influence them and you want to influence them, I feel like the magician in reverse in the crowning card position of this reading is saying, if you try to do that, it will have a detrimental effect on actually attaining that which you seek to manifest. Because I feel like this person has to go through something on their own. This 4 of wands and the page of wands, I would say, is connected to this 3 of cups, 9 of pentacles, where this other person that they're dealing with, there is something they need to resolve. There's something unresolved there that needs to be completed, and there's something that is it's kind of destabilizing. There's something destabilizing. But you are here as the page of wands in the outcome of this reading, saying like, I'm here, I have enthusiasm, I have joy, I have vitality, and I'm ready for this thing. But you're also here as the Two of Swords saying, I can't force anything to happen right now. And that would be the wise approach here, is to just accept and surrender to that energy and do your best to be patient. That's what I feel in this spread. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Cups reversed, the Devil, Three of Wands reversed, and Two of Wands reversed. Interesting. So now we have 3 twos in the reading. Oops. You guys want to come in with the spread as well? I feel like I should take those because they flipped out. This is Page of Pentacles reversed and now Two of Pentacles. So now we have 4 twos in this reading. Kind of telling me that there is a lot of like vacillating back and forth in this energy, and that there's no certain outcome. There's no certain outcome. I feel like everything's up in the air, and all you can do right now is wait until things land and arrive to a place where the next step can take forward from there. So here with the Nine of Cups reversed and the Devil, along with 3 of Wands and 2 of Wands reversed, I'm hearing adjustment. So now there's 2 nines in this red in reverse, and I feel that once again there is this feeling in this reading that you may be kind of at the mercy of another person's process at the moment, and that might feel a little bit frustrating. And that's where I feel the Devil comes in with this 3 and 2 of Wands both in reverse. It's like while you have this courage and this sort of certainty and confidence coming into this energy, you may be realizing that you're being met with something that you can't control. And so your task at this time is to simply pause, be patient, do your own meditation, work on your own self-fulfillment and self-confidence, work on your own projects, be available to energy that may be at any time showing up, but at the same time you're not waiting and sitting around and stewing and feeling frustrated because you're ready and someone else isn't ready. So use this time to be creative, channel whatever energy comes up for you that might look like frustration or irritability or impatience into something creative. Make sure you maintain your daily routines and rituals to stay on point as far as how you're actually managing your energy each day, and that you don't disregard all those self-caring things that are really vital. And at the same time, there's also this energy here, I feel, with the 3 and 2 of Wands both in reverse, that are kind of describing the need for you to put on pause any like visions of the future, or even any decision making. Right, because with these 2 Pentacle cards here that also came out, Page of Pentacles reversed and 2 of Pentacles upright, it's like the ground is not yet established for you to start to plant seeds. It will be soon enough in time, but the overall energy I feel in this reading is describing the need for patience at this moment. A lot of patience. And also the, how do I describe that? Overcoming the urge to try to influence, or for want of a different word, manipulate the situation to make it, to create an outcome that you think is fitting. Okay? There's a little bit of an element of sacrifice also in this reading, of you needing to kind of step back and let things play out so that you are not injecting any kind of like misuse of your power to influence the outcome in the direction that you want it to go. There needs to be a little bit of stepping back. That's what this 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands is saying. Just step back a little bit, be patient, cultivate your own practices, work on your own creative projects, do your self-care, maintain your routines, and don't just be sitting around impatiently waiting for someone to be ready for you. You need to also work on whatever like possessiveness that you may be feeling around a certain topic, and understand that the soil isn't ready for the seed yet. There's still some vacillation, there's still some decision making, there's still a little bit of uncertainty here, And there's nothing that you can do to control that, and you shouldn't try to control that, because that would essentially be a form of manipulation that will have karmic implications for you. Okay, Aquarius, I feel that's it actually for this reading. I'm going to just check over here, make sure I haven't missed anything. The Temperance card here in the foundation is very pivotal and very key in this reading. I feel that this is not about you and this other person, or this other person and their other person. Rather, this is about you just being patient, being very deliberate in your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, being very equanimous and calm, being receptive, but also being aware that like you can set your intentions and you can have your manifestations going out. You can be pulsing your intentions and your visions into the future, but there needs to be a detachment from any particular outcome. That will help you that will help give you a release from any impatience that you feel, and it will also help enable life force to actually work magic on your behalf. Okay? Alright, that's it for this reading. I'm going to take the Voyager deck now, and we're going to shuffle again. We're going to do a higher octave reading using the same spread. The higher octave reading is designed to provide a little bit more insight into perhaps some forces that are at play that are not evident, any blind spots that might be happening, help shine some light on those, and also perhaps provide even a little bit more practical insight from your guides on how best to work with the energies that are available. So send your energy into the deck. 10 of crystals in reverse at the bottom of the deck. The moon, crossed by the Emperor. That's interesting. 5 of worlds reversed. Sage of cups. 9 of pentacles reversed, same card. Queen of wands. Empress again. Fool in reverse. Libra, this is the balance card in this deck. Is called, it's balance, but it's justice from other decks. 8 of crystals. Child of wands reversed. 4 of pentacles. Sage of pentacles. And lovers reversed. Okay. I feel this reading is more or less a reiteration of what has already been described, with a little bit more of like patience energy, a bit more of like focusing on your own game right now, like making sure that you are taking care of yourself, pursuing your own creative and practical pursuits, seeking also your own divine union internally, and not necessarily like waiting for that external event to show up. The heart of the reading is really interesting. You have the moon crossed by Emperor. I feel that this could describe you and this person that you may be dealing with. So the crossing card is always interesting in a reading. It can describe what's challenging you, but it can also describe what you're going towards. And I think that's true in this case, that this is both a challenge but also a desire. So there's definitely something that simply needs to play out here. This person, as I said, I feel very strongly that this is a relationship reading about someone that you have known for some time but is maybe involved with someone else. And so I feel that the Empress and the Lovers reverse in this quadrant is similar to this 9 of Pentacles reversed with the 3 of Cups from the previous reading, as well as this 8 of Cups with Empress. There's some unfinished business, or there's something that this person needs to deal with on their own that is influencing their ability to be ready and available to you. I feel that they are interested. I feel like they want to start something with you, but they know that there is something else that they need to take care of that's quite a delicate matter. Now, for some people watching this reading, like, as I said just then, like, this person seems like they want to start something with you, but on this part of the reading, it's saying that they aren't ready. And it could be because of another person in the story, as I've mentioned, but it could also just be that like their emotional, mental and spiritual space that they're in right now may not be actually, they may intuitively or sense that they are not in the same frequency as you. They may not be able to express it necessarily in those exact words, but it could be that they're not feeling totally resonant, even though they're interested and there's attraction there. But there's something that some kind of experience that they're going through that is, and this could be also you as well actually, there's a feeling here like some kind of disappointing loss or some kind of experience from the past that is sort of not yet actually fully integrated and healed. And there's some still information that is like being processed, being integrated, being cognized, that is also taking a little bit of time. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, 10 of Swords reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, and Temperance reversed. So these two cards are repeating from the previous reading. Those two tens there are pretty telling. That's to me saying that really, really clearly that this person or you still have some unfinished business that you're close to closing out a cycle, but there's still some details to kind of be wrapped up and taken care of and finalized. And there's this 8 of Cups in reverse though. It's so interesting. I didn't really know exactly how to describe it, except to say that it does still feel like a little bit of unfinished business emotionally. Maybe there's some purging to do about a previous event, or in general some kind of like emotional pattern that both you and your other person might be aware of, but are still working to, you know, really break the pattern of, in order to actually be moving into a new relationship with a divine counterpart where that particular type of issue can be really laid to rest and put aside and give you the space to actually involve or interact with another individual in a way that is really, really open and free from any kind of resistance or it's like sort of charged up trigger kind of points, if that makes sense. And then again, Temperance in this reading. This time it's in reverse. So in the previous reading it was upright. I feel that there is still some like healing to do, again, by both sides. Some healing to do, some refinement. It's just simply refinement that I feel here. But you're showing up in your reading in the outcome as this Queen of Wands in the upright position. So that feels good to me. That's like very empowered energy to maintain, just like focusing on your own strengths, you know, not allowing a situation that could be frustrating to really tap your chi and make you feel depleted or make you feel, you know, less than, or make you feel confused or exhausted. No, you're maintaining your own energy and you're doing your own work and you're focusing on your own goals and your own aspirations, your creative endeavors, your self-care, and just kind of biding time. That's how I feel with this reading. There's a little bit of a patience and waiting energy in this reading, and just seeing how things are going to play out. I feel that's it for your reading, Aquarius. Just checking over. I hope you found some things in there you can work with. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next reading.